Hi everyone, and welcome to the Aries Weekly Tarot Bite reading for the week of June 26th through July 2nd. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot reading for soul illumination. Hi everyone, my name is Lauren. Thank you for joining me here today. Now we're going to be taking a look at the energy for the week ahead for your sign, but based on the two themes that came up in the general collective reading, which was posted on Sunday. Now we had deep knowing and the Two of Cups. The deep knowing to me on an intuitive level really represented the deep awareness that is coming through this week of some aspect of our experience internally that had been out of balance probably for some time. An imbalance potentially between your masculine and feminine energies, which is how we choose to initiate and take action versus how we receive, how we process emotions, and maybe how we even deal with kind of what's unseen, the hidden. And then looking at how by using that awareness of what's kind of been out of balance and how we can kind of bring it into balance within ourselves, how can we then change how we interact with others in an authentic way based on that, kind of seeing what's being, mirroring outside what's happening inside. How can we change how we, how we have balanced relationships in our life? So Aries, we're going to go ahead and we're going to first pull some clarifiers for the card Deep Knowing to get a chance to see what this represents for your sign this week. What are you becoming aware of within yourself? What are those two aspects of the self that need to really be looked at? Okay, so we have the Hermit, we have Justice, and we have the Knight of Cups. There's a feeling here very much so that the two aspects of yourself that I think are really kind of that you're looking at bringing into balance, especially with Justice right in between the two. That is the divine card of justice, or the divine card of balance and harmony. The Hermit and the Knight of Cups, two very different energies. The Hermit is someone who goes within, someone who has kind of been on like an internal soul's journey or quest to find themselves again. This is the individual who also tends to be isolated. Someone who is, again, very focused on the self and trying to, again, kind of find that magic within. The Knight of Cups is someone who goes out into the world with their heart on their sleeve, ready to share of themselves vulnerably. And I think there's two parts of yourself, Aries, that I think you're realizing now. There is a soul-seeking part of yourself that maybe is, I'm really feeling specifically the Virgo energy with the Hermit. The Virgo energy can sometimes it can lend to being highly self-critical. And there may be where you've gone through periods where you have really been critical of yourself, that during your kind of soul searching process, it wasn't just to go in and find your magic and the beauty within, it was to go within and then critique yourself. And I think there's another aspect of you, though, that probably at times has gone out with your heart on your sleeve, has gone out with rose-colored glasses, and maybe you got hurt. And there's a feeling then of then you retreated back to the Hermit energy and then just picked yourself apart. And I think this is saying that now it's time to kind of see a cycle that's possibly been going on based on these two aspects of yourself, and really bringing them into harmony to look at, we definitely want to carry the Hermit energy within us. We want to be continually soul searching. We want to be self-analyzing, but we don't want to do so from a place that is where we are negatively judging ourselves harshly. Like, we don't want to be our own worst critic. Let's put it that way. But we also want to, temper ourselves too. We don't always want to go out with rose-colored glasses when we really, what needs to happen is we need to go out there and, yes, be vulnerable and open with ourselves, but doing so in a way where we really understand. We do it from a place of love for who you are. I'm getting a little bit of the feeling of the same theme that came through here with Pisces, that there's this feeling of having to love yourself first, so that then when you go out as the hopeless romantic, you're coming from that place of, I love myself so much that I am happy to share it with others. And you're not looking for their approval. You're not looking for them to, you're not waiting possibly for them to tell you that you're naive, so that then you have to go back and criticize yourself again. There's this feeling of just coming to a place of peace and wholeness in loving of yourself, of loving your own ability to go within, that you do hold yourself accountable on a spiritual sense to being the best version of yourself, but that your reason for going out and sharing of your heart openly and authentically is because you love what you see inside, and you love yourself first enough to go out and want to share that with others. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some additional cards here for the Two of Cups. So we're going to see what's going on as you connect with others. So, well, we have the Two of Cups clarifying the Two of Cups, which is just kind of like a hard, like punch in the arm, saying just connect. Just connect with others. Share that cup. Share the love you have of yourself, and just start to go out there. It's almost like put yourself out there, Aries. Put yourself out there to connect. Don't be afraid to connect. Don't be worried that you're going to have to go back in and hide parts of yourself. And I love it. Oh, I love it. Six of Wands and the Fool. That is recognition as well as a fresh start. There's something here around, I think, for some of you, connecting on the success of leaping into the new with someone or something, and allowing yourself to connect from that place, allowing yourself to connect from a place of success. There may have been a point in your life where you were not allowing yourself to do that, where you were, with the Fool coming up, this speaks to a major cycle having recently ended and you jumping into the new. And I think now it's time for you to give yourself the kudos, the credit, to say, I did it. I went into the new. This new cycle is successful, and I'm going to start to connect from that place. I'm going to connect with others from this place of feeling good about myself, of being successful in my new endeavor or in this new cycle I'm starting. And it's going to kind of put to bed this previous past imbalanced cycle of hyper criticizing versus going out there and coming across as naive. Because then at the underlying energy here is the King of Cups, and I love that scorpionic energy, but it's deep emotional maturity. It's understanding that you have the emotional maturity to weather kind of any storm, that you now have learned to honor your emotions, and you can communicate and lead from what comes up within. But it does also show that you are not going to be, I think, continually kind of, I'm almost getting the feeling of like being beaten up by your emotional self or by not having control over your emotions. There's a sense of this whole cycle allowing you to really become a master of your feelings, your emotions, and how you connect with others from that place. All right. So I'm going to also pull a card here to really take a look at relationships and the energy of love, since that was so prominent in the collective reading. All right, so we have, oh, I love it. We have honeymoon. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So yeah, this could really be either a time of, if you've been in a long-term relationship, this can be where you finally made it. Success. You took the leap. You did something new. And now it's time to connect from that place and enjoy this time. It doesn't mean that you actually have to physically be on a honeymoon. It means that this could be a second, a third honeymoon. You could be married for 35 years, and this is time now to say there's a restart in some aspect of your experience. This could be, if it's not in a romantic relationship, this can be just enjoying the time together with reconnecting with a family member. Maybe you guys all went through something really traumatic or really dramatic, and now you all took a leap into something new. Maybe you started a business, and it's like, enjoy the start of this process. There's something here around really leaning into enjoying it, allowing yourself to feel successful, allowing yourself to love yourself, and allowing yourself to say, yes, whatever you jumped into, this new leap, this fresh start, good job. Good job. Enjoy it. All right, I will leave it there, Aries. This was a very positive read. I hope you all really look to honor yourself, give yourself the pat on the back you deserve, love yourself, and vulnerably bring that love out to greet your life. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box below to visit my website. Otherwise, I will be releasing July's full Taroscope readings for each sign starting at the end of this week, if you'd like to check those out. Otherwise, I will see you all next week for next week's weekly Tarot Bite reading. Bye, Aries.